Greetings, citizens of Earth. My people have developed technologies which allow us to throw off our physical forms and travel great distances in the blink of an eye. We are in dialogue with your leaders to help the human race survive its infancy, for we believe in you. We are helping your scientists find cures for diseases which afflict your bodies, and helping you to preserve your planet's most precious resources. Many among us wage peace, and one day, with our help, war may be a thing of the past. Our army is 1 billion strong and growing. We are the people of the Internet, and together, we are shaping the future of humankind.
Of those in evidence, and they stink. They smell like sulfur.
Contractors were complaining that they were coming in and their tools were removed and there would be damage. So he decided to set up a camera to catch vandals.
But what the camera records is not the work of a vandal.
The chair in this shot is pretty shocking, sliding across the floor. But the most shocking part of this particular piece of footage is the piece of sheetrock. It's actually being ripped from the wall and pulled up and away. If it were to
ventured back outside to take more photos. But suddenly, he feels that he is no longer alone.
I know this. Presence now smells like sulfur and roses. Real strong smell.
When Terry develops the film from his still camera, he's shocked by what he sees. 3 consecutive pictures of what appears to be a woman glowing in a pink light, floating in the second story window. Another pink shape is captured at the back door.
Roger, when I was a teenager back in the 1970s, I remember a song that came out talking about the age of Aquarius. And since then, we've seen the development of the New Age, and I wondered if back when you were involved in spirit worship, if they talked about New Age at all.
Oh yes, it was a big thing that was coming up. It was one of the major deceptions in the last days. And the priest told us, we talked to him for quite a while, and then he said, could I want to manifest it? This is the grain plane, the master's grain plane, for harvesting the nations, for harvesting the multitudes of the earth into his cause, just before the close of the great controversy between the false and good and evil. So we continued, after we expressed ourselves, we were deeply interested to know more about the activity of the spirits. And he said, it's going to be done this rain plains is going to take people are going to eat the stuff, because it says demon spirits will declare themselves to be inhabitants of far distant planets in the galaxies that are coming to warn the inhabitants of planet Earth of the impending destruction of the planet, unless something seriously properly is done.
I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
I'm a former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
You can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay, okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now aren't.
So they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want those major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharged.
I never get a...
Para aí, velho. Não dá pra ver, peraí. Tá tremendo muito, cara. Para aí, Rafa, para aí. Caralho, velho. Caralho, velho. Pô, onde que tá agora, pô? Ah lá. Velho do céu. Falei que eu tava vendo alguma coisa. Lá do teu lado, lá, pô. Nem 4 horas ainda, velho. Ainda tem que ir pra Lençóis e voltar pra Bauru ainda. Olha isso, velho. Olha isso. Ó, teu puta, você não tem que ver onde o Zu vai buscar isso aqui, velho. Você não tá vendo nada aí, filho. Você tem que ver aqui na máquina. Ô, Rafa, tá virando, velho. Puta que pariu, velho. Ah, essa porra dessa bateria tá acabando, bicho. Caralho, velho, tá descendo, porra. Pera aí, para de ser medroso, caramba. Puta que pariu, bicho. Tá tremendo pra caralho, bicho.